Hi everyone, it's Nekisha-Michelle, your girl, the Urban Love Doctor, and today I want to talk to you about boundaries. So listen, ladies, if there is an issue that keeps coming up in your relationship continuously, it could be a different man, but it seems like it's the same issue. I bet it's because you did not create a boundary around that issue. So let me just tell you a little bit about what a boundary is. A boundary is an internal moral rule that makes you feel good and secure and healthy when put in place. So, a boundary is an internal rule that you live by that makes you feel good, healthy, and secure. And when someone steps over that boundary or breaks that boundary, you no longer feel good about yourself, you don't feel secure, and you're questioning, what that relationship is all about. So let me give you an example. I had a client and she told me that every time she met a new guy, he always wanted to come over to her house. And because she was so excited, to meet a new guy, he's cute, he's into her, she would invite him over. And then she noticed it began to be a pattern that the guys that she would allow come over, when she would finally ask, well, when you're going to take me out? Or when can I come to your place? They would become hot and cold with her. They would disappear or they would come up with a bunch of excuses. And then suddenly she found herself alone and feeling brokenhearted and confused as to why it is she thought she was being extremely nice and extremely accommodating. But when she wanted to, not be in her house and be in a different environment, a different setting, it usually will break the relationship off. And so I was able to let her know, as I'm telling you, it's probably because she did not put a boundary in place. And let me give you an example what that would look like. So for you, if you were in that particular situation, your boundary could be something like this. I feel more secure and more healthy when the men that I date take me out of the environment, kind of like what Steve Harvey said, profess their love, profess their like for me. I feel better seeing his environment and being in an environment that is conducive for dating and relationships and not in my house. And the only time I bring a person home is when we have been together long enough for us to feel really comfortable and we feel both secure in a relationship that we have identified as going to be committed or not. So that would be a boundary. So anytime if she had that internal rule that made her feel good. So anytime a guy comes to her and says, I like you, when can I come over? I want to come over and see you. She would be able to articulate, stop, wait a minute. I would like to meet you. I'd like to see you too. However, let's go out. And these are some of the things that I like places I like to be taken to, or the types of food that I like, or the type of activities that I like. So that is a boundary. And at that moment, that guy knows that if he wants to be with her, that he has to follow her rules to be with her. So that is what love and boundaries are all about. So I want you to assess, your homework is assess what areas in your relationships that seem to keep perpetuating itself. You keep seeing that same issue over and over. And I want you to ask yourself, did you create a boundary around that particular issue? If not, then you got some work to do. I'm Nekisha-Michelle, your Urban Love Doctor, and you can find me at urbanlovedoctor.com. I have a free CD for you, so go to urbanlovedoctor.com. I'll see you next time.